Hey there, gang. Time for another comic book unboxing video. I have been given this box of books to grade for sale on eBay, and as always, I have absolutely no idea what is actually in this box. We're going to make that discovery together, so if you like comic books, stick around. We're going to have some fun. Hey there, Bubby. Welcome to Shanghalla. My name is Duke, and this is an unboxing video. And all of these books will show up for sale on eBay. The seller name is .com Comics. Now, usually I tell you that it's about a week or so after the video posted, you will begin to start seeing the books show up on eBay. But the videos have been running a little behind. And so if you are one of the folks who actually tracks those, actually goes to eBay and bids on the books or just looks to see how they sell, be aware these books may be up right now. They may have already come and gone. You may want to check completed auctions. Again, if you're like to track and see how they actually did. And that's just because I've been having some health issues myself and my wife. I will be posting a video, a natter video. Natter's a word we used to use back in the old Amateur Press Association days. It just means a video about me. Nothing to do with the books. It's just me. So that may already have posted by the time you see this video, but that'll be all about what's been going on, why these videos have been so late lately, why they've been kind of discombobulated. There's been a few instances where they've posted out of order. So, sometimes I split a box into two videos, and there was at least one instance where the second part of the box posted before the first. It's been a crazy couple of weeks. And in that video, I will also ask you some of your thoughts on what should be the future of this channel. So if you're interested in that, either look for it or go back in the recent history, the last few videos on this channel, and you may see it's already posted. Again, things have been kind of whack and out of order and late lately. But anyway, that said, let's not waste any more time. You're not here for me. You're here for the books. So please do like, share, subscribe, comment, do all the groovy things, and let us see, by grabbing this first stack, what I will be grading today. And so here's a perennial book that's, we get at least one of these in every box. X-Men number 4, first appearance of Red Omega. And I guess there were rumors that Red Omega, or is it Omega Red? I forget. Maybe appearing in an upcoming MCU movie? I don't know. But that's what's kind of driving that book. Iron Man 66 with the Thor. That's a nice Bronze Age book. A little George Tuska art there on the cover. Fantastic Four 173 with Galactus. When I was a kid, I used to add a syllable. I used to say it Galacticus. I don't know why I did that. And I say a kid, but I might have been almost into my 30s before I realized I was doing it wrong. Before I actually heard anybody else say it. Here's another Galactus, part of the classic John Byrne run. And if you've never read that, do yourself a favor. I think it was about issue 232 to 298, something like that. And that's, for my money, the best Fantastic Four run of all time, even surpasses, and I know I'm maybe in a minority saying this, but even surpasses the classic Lee Kirby run. But be that as it may. Star Wars number 41, part of the Empire Strikes Back adaptation. So that's fun. Predator, I don't know. Now, you've heard me say before, or if you're new, you're hearing this for the first time, but the books that we sell on eBay, we like to get at least $10 for each auction. Rather, it's a multi-book lot, or the books that I'm working on, they'll be what we call raw singles, a one book lot. And so this has been set aside, put into a box for me to grade as a raw single. I don't know if that's going to bring $10. Maybe, but we'll have to see. That's something you can track and wait for. Daredevil number 115. And that's Black Widow still. She's lost her cover status. So you know she's on the way out, but her picture is still in the logo anyway. Astonishing X-Men number 6. And as usual with the newer books, it's not something that I actually read at the time. I'm not really sure what this is. Obviously, it's got something to do with Kitty Pryde and Colossus. Is it a Death of Colossus issue, maybe? I'm not sure what makes that a key book. This one is because of the cover, the supposedly classic, iconic Jim Lee cover, but I'm not a big fan of this cover myself, but by golly, it sells gangbusters on the eBay. And you can see here we've got both a newsstand and a direct sales edition. X-Force, second appearance of Deadpool. And again, it's another thing we've got at least one of in every box. Now this is cool. Now we're getting into some Silver Age DC Go-Go Check stuff. Batman with the Riddler. Very nice. Alpha Flight. Now, I had to look this up recently because I remember we had this in a recent box, and I had to say I don't really know what that is. Because I stopped reading Alpha Flight when John Byrne left. So I never even read this book. I think I actually have this in my collection. I picked it up in an auction lot somewhere. Not an auction online, but like going to physical auctions back before COVID when that was a thing. But I can't remember what that is. First appearance of somebody. I'll put it on the comments. This is a classic cover, and it's part of that whole trope. All through this period, you had either Robin in peril, about to die, and Batman's very scared, and sometimes actually even crying on the cover. Or Batman is killing Robin himself, very upset, sometimes even crying. So weeping Batman was a big thing in the 60s. But that's a classic cover with the villain here in the Karate Kid costume that they wore. This is nice. World's Finest Comics number 198. I think this is the... Oh, no, it's a third. I was going to say it's a second, but obviously I'm wrong because it says right here the third race between the Flash and Superman. Here is Superman number 129. Somebody at some point thought this was a $5 book. It's not in... Well, it's not bad, but it's not great shape. But I bet that goes for more than $5. We're hoping it goes for at least 10. But a little Phantom Lois action for you there. Here's a nice Wayne Boring cover. Cyrusville wants to keep Superman out. Never heard of Cyrusville. Cyrusville has some weird-ass flat buildings. some Frank Lloyd Wright buildings there. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. Here's this was a classic trope of the Silver Age. Whenever you had one of these imaginary stories or some other type of story where Superman gets married, they always used to blank out the wife's face so that you couldn't tell who it was. Now, but for the blank face, you would certainly assume that that is Lois. That's the hairstyle she had at the time. But look at that. They're little super tykes. They're little ruffians. Makes you wonder how she even was able to give birth. But anyway. So what do you think? Do you think that's actually Lois? I'm guessing it is. She's got, I guess because they had to clear the box, she's got some kind of honking chin on her. Here's Superman being a super goof, as he was wont to do in the Silver Age. And when the world forgot Superman, well, how do you forget that? That high wire act. It's got some water damage here, though. That's unfortunate. Here's a part of the classic Whatever Happened to the Man of Tomorrow story, a two-part story that ran in the quote-unquote last issue of Superman and the last issue of Action Comics at the time of the DC Crisis on Infinite Earths in 1986. And both titles would stop publication for a couple of months before they were relaunched under John Byrne. This is got a Legion of Superheroes appearance, so if you are like me, a Legion collector, that's an important issue. And this and the concurrent Action Comics issue, which I think was 583, those were both big books at one time. Now they've cooled considerably, and that might struggle to get to $10. But at one time, that was a hot book. Here is an interesting little book. All of the Justice Leaguers Exile, that's number 119. And if you look closely, they're also down here in their civilian identities. You've got Wonder Woman as Diana Prince in her military garb. You can see Clark Kent. And there is Barry Allen, Hal Jordan. Who is that? Or, well, one of these is Hal Jordan, and I think the other one is John Jones. Here in the Ascot is Bruce Wayne. That could almost be Snapper Carr. I don't see Oliver Queen. Oh, maybe that's Oliver Queen right there. Oh, and that means one of these could be Ray Palmer. Maybe that's Ray Palmer. Interesting. Interesting. Very, very interesting. All right, let's pull out the next stack, see what we've got. And here's Thor number 129, 123. Giant-sized Batman. That's nice. Batman's many guises here. Bat Ombre, the Flying Batman, the Armored Batman, and Mayor Bruce Wayne. Here's Flash number 153. Appearance of Professor Zoom and Mr. Element. This is an issue of 80-page Giant, which was its own standalone series for 15 issues before it then got the format incorporated into the regular issues of various DC Comics series. So that's 80-page Giant number 4. Detective Comics with these weird, goofy bird sparrow people. That's some weird-ass shit. This is during that period where Batman mostly fought bug-eyed monsters and aliens. And generally, bug-eyed alien monsters. Here is black on dark green. It's hard to see. 362. Here is... I love the tattered costume trope. And again, the issue number is hard to see. It looks like that is a 176. This is a classic issue. Superman number 167. I think, now I may be wrong, but I think this may be the issue where Brainiac is revealed to be an android. And that kind of messes up the history of Brainiac 5, who was the great-great-great-great-grandson. No, just 4 greats, if he's the 5th, of Brainiac. And so in that issue, somewhere there's like a half-page little text feature kind of explaining Brainiac's new origin. I think this is the issue. If it's not, I'll put it in the comments down below. This is Showcase number 59. That's a good issue. And this is the second appearance of the Teen Titans. It's actually the first appearance, I believe, of the actual use of the Teen Titans, because the first appearance was Aqualad, Robin, and Kid Flash, and it's only retroactively known as a Teen Titans appearance because it just had their 3 names and didn't reference Teen Titans. This is also a weird book because they used Wonder Girl, and that's because the editor of this book wanted to throw in a female, saw Wonder Girl appearing in Wonder Woman, didn't know and apparently didn't think to ask that Wonder Girl was actually Wonder Woman when she was a girl, not a separate character. And so that's why they had to create the whole Donna Troy persona, because readers were quick to write in and do a little what the helling with DC. Because it's like, well, that messes up the timeline, because Wonder Woman, when she's a girl, how is she appearing in the present with the Teen Titans? And there's lots of ways they could have solved that with some kind of time travel stuff or any kind of thing. But instead, they invented a Wonder Girl and said, yeah, that's actually that new character is who that is. Here's Flash number 154. That's a groovy cover. It's kind of a hard body position to emulate in real life, but, well, there it is by Carmen Infantino. Daredevil number 15. Nice. Men shall call him Ox. Who will love him and hug him, and I will call him Ox. See, now here's an 80-page Giant that is a regular issue of The Flash, number 160. Here's Flash number 169. Detective Comics number 349 with Blockbuster. It's a giant-sized Batman, so they were still big books, but they had dispensed with the 80-page Giant logo at this time. Batman number 218. Here's number 192. Batman in a crystal ball. Batman number 164. It's a neat little cover, number 168. Let's grab some more books. Keep right on trucking. This is kind of a bat box, isn't it? Well, there's nothing wrong with that. This is kind of during the camp phase, right around the time of the TV show. The Bat Auction, everything must go. Gotta sell everything. Need to raise some funds. Giant Batman Annual number 5. And here we've got some more personas. Giant Batman, the grown-up boy wonder. So Robin became Birdman or something. Birdman! I can't remember what he was. He was Owlman or something? I can't remember. The Power of the Doom Batman. You got Merman Batman, Rip Van Batman, Phantom Batman, and Zebra Batman. Here is, now this one is an 80-page giant, number 5. And this one is, this 80-page giant is a Batman issue, number 176. Oh, here's a change of pace. Betty and Veronica Spectacular, 153. This is probably late 60s, early 70s. Very nice. Very nice. Are there 2 books in there? No, that's just a big, big book. Betty and Veronica Summer Fun. Betty looks like she's, Betty looks like she's going to the races. And that's probably late 60s. Back to Batman with any size Batman you want. Small, medium, and large. Batman 187. Oh, neat. This is cool. Gold Key Comics, The Green Hornet. And, you know, photo covers used to sell really well. It's getting so they don't have quite the pull they used to, in part because most of the people who would be impressed by it, by the subject matter or the actors, well, let's not mince words, they're dead. That generation of pop culture aficionados is rapidly dying off. And you don't have many people kind of searching for those terms on eBay. You know, this is the kind of thing that you would only find if you searched for it specifically, or if you happen to be one of those people that's, subscribed to our eBay channel, and we upload hundreds of books every day, at least 100 lots every day. And there are people who just, check us out every day, see what we uploaded. But unless you're browsing like that, searching for it specifically, you wouldn't even find this. And so that helps to depress the prices just because there isn't as much competition. What issue number is this? With these gold keys, you have to look in the indicia. A little trouble here getting to it. That is number 3. That is Green Hornet number 3. Now that is, of course, Bruce Lee. So you can still kind of maybe sell that by making sure that you use Bruce Lee's name in the eBay title. What's going on here? This is some real, was it Chapter 9, Section 9? What's the thing that lets the girls play? And I don't know who this random girl is back here. It's not Big Ethel. But anyway, that's Archie 141. Jughead 157. 12 center, nice Silver Age book. Archie number 146. Back to Thor. More Thor. These are 25 centers, so these are about 1975 or so. Here's first Carnage. Spider-Man 361. Batman. What is this? That is somebody's mailing address. Somebody in Aliso Viejo. I'm probably not saying that right. California. It's probably the person we bought the collection from. So if you're interested in selling books, go to sellmycomicbooks.com. That's the vehicle we use for acquiring most of our comic book collections. And so the books come in through there into our warehouse in Freeport, Maine. And then they get divvied up into the different sales streams. And again, the books that are going to be sold as raw singles, that's what ends up here on my desk. Or in this case, on my kitchen table. Detective 342. Background of Batman fighting over Robin in 369. Now this looks like Dr. Phosphorus, but it's not. It's the Spark-Spangled See-Through Man. Dr. Phosphorus actually wouldn't come along until the Bronze Age. Here's another camp cover right during the height of the TV phase, the TV show, where even Batman is watching his own show. Here's Detective Comics 354. The Spectre, nice, number 5. Some of these Spectre issues have some Neil Adams art, and then some of them have some, who does some of the other art? Murphy Anderson, is that right? I'll have to look it up. 351 with the Clue Master. 185, an 80-page giant. Oh, cool! The American Comics Group. And this was a sister company to DC Comics. It was run by the son-in-law, or ex-son-in-law, of DC owner Harry Donenfeld. And I think DC actually had an ownership interest of some kind. And so they didn't do a lot of superheroes at ACG. But one of their humor characters, Herbie Popknocker, I think was his full name, had kind of this satirical parody career as a superhero known as the Fat Fury. So there's Herbie number 20, with Herbie in his full Fat Fury regalia. That's nice. That should do really well on eBay. That should do really, really well. I'm almost surprised we didn't send that to CGC. The big books, you know, anything we would expect to sell for $100 or more, usually we send those to CGC. And those don't go to eBay. Those end up sold on a site called comiclink.com. Here's a nice Break the Logo cover with Blockbuster. Batman number 194. Daredevil number 13 with Kazar and the infamous staircase to nowhere. You can see it just goes up here and stops at the ceiling. More Kazar. That's Daredevil number 12. Here's another trope of the Silver Age, Superman being a dick to Lois. Oh, cool. So Archie had a career as a superhero too. He was Pureheart the Powerful. And this is actually number 1. That's nice. And I think Betty was Super Teen, and I forget what Jughead was. I want to say Captain Hamburger, but I know that's not right. Amazing Spider-Man number 30 during a brief pop art productions phase. Here is Kraven the Hunter. That's a nice book, number 34. Wolverine, and what is the big deal here? Is that Deadpool? I guess that's a Deadpool cover, number 155. I'll be surprised if that hits $10, but you watch and see what it does. Okay, here's the last few books in this box that are, well, some of them in bags. After this, they're all going to be raw. Marvel 2-in-1, number 52. The Thing and Moon Knight. I'm not sure what makes this a $10 book. Maybe it's just because of the Moon Knight action. This is the, I believe, the second appearance, number 30, second appearance of Spider-Woman. You can see she doesn't yet have any hair, and at this point, she's still actually a spider, bioengineered to be a human. And I think this one might actually change her origin a little bit. Told you we've got 1 or 2 in every box, and so this one has at least 2 because there's another X-Men number 4. Blade. It's not a very good cover, that drawing. Blade number 1, Midnight Suns. Well, a little foil action here on the blade, both blades, and the logo. It's another one I'm going to be surprised if it hits $10. That's a popular book, Iron Man number 120, with Iron Man and Submariner and some early Bob Layton work on the title. Micronauts number 8. I love the Micronauts. Number 8 is kind of a big deal because it's the first appearance of Captain Universe, who would play a larger part across the I was going to say MCU, but just the Marvel Universe as a whole. Fantastic Four number 20. I think that's the first Molecule Man. Nice. Oh, nice. This is kind of a pre-hero Marvel. Amazing Adult Fantasy number 10. So this is the series that Spider-Man would first appear in the last issue when they took out the adult part. And this is obviously a Steve Ditko cover. Steve Ditko did most of the artwork in this title, if not all of it. But nice. Amazing Fantasy, Adult Fantasy, number 10. And here's another pre-hero title. This one is Journey into Mystery number 49. And I'm trying to see if I can see who the artist is. Not 100% sure. City of Giants. So, and that almost looks like Hank Pym, doesn't it? But it's not. Strange Tales, number 104. And Paste Pot Pete, the most fantastic foe of them all. Is that the first Paste Pot Pete? Who would go on to become a member of the Frightful Four? Or the Fearsome Four? No, I think it's Frightful Four. That's cool. So the Torch series started in number 101 when Fantastic Four was only on like its 6th or 7th issue. So they broke him out pretty early. Here is Fantastic Four number 18, the all-powerful Super Skrull. That might even be the first Skrull appearance. Here's number 15, and I think that's the first Mad Thinker. We've got a... Oh, that's too bad. Look at the note on the back, incomplete. So we got a few issues in here, but it looks like they're all missing some pages. Oh, that's a heartbreaker, isn't it? That is a heartbreaker. Let's see what else we've got in here. So we had Fantastic Four. There's Spider-Man number 10. Oh man, this was Dale's book too. Imagine if that was complete. And what is this? Spider-Man number 8. Amazing Spider-Man. And again, they thought Human Torch was going to be a thing, so they've got him crossing over. But yeah, too bad those are incomplete. I'll have to look and see exactly what they're missing. If it's not a story page that they're missing, it might not be that bad. All right. So I think the rest of this box is going to be, as I look at these next couple of stacks here, going to be all X-Men. So we might rush through this pretty quickly. This is all from, well, these are a lot of nostalgia for me because I was about, I don't know, 11, 12, 13 when these books first came out, and I was big into the X-Men. Big, big, big. But, you know, it just amazes me that some of you might not even have been born yet when these came out. So to you, your X-Men may be, you know, the X-Men with Jubilee or Bishop or Gambit. You know, you might consider those classic X-Men characters. I had stopped reading the X-Men by the time they came along. So to me, this is the one and only true X-Men. So there's 121 with Alpha Flight. 122, I think that's an Origin of Colossus. 123 with Spider-Man and Arcade. Very nice. You can see the line through the UPC here. So this is a direct sales copy and the diamond price box. 124, I think maybe that's the Origin of Colossus. Not sure. Proteus, 127. That's 128, also with Moria McTaggart. The White Queen at number 131. 132. This is really where the X-Men really kind of took off. They were sort of a slow burn at first, the new X-Men. 133, the first kind of berserker rage breakout there of Wolverine. 134, we are into the Hellfire Club saga. 135, Dark Phoenix, part of the same saga. And some of these have some water damage to them. Oh, that's unfortunate. I might actually pull these books from the singles and put them in multi-book lots if the water damage is too great on a few of these. 136. 111, that was my first X-Men book as a kid. 112. 113. I can feel some more water damage on that. 114, they thought all the X-Men were dead, but they weren't. They would pop up in the Savage Land, as we can see. As we pull out the last stack, take a look. Oh, more water damage. I can just feel it on some of these books, and it's breaking my heart. It really is. There's number 115. I've got books stacked up here in front of that light, and it's stealing my light. That's better. Now I think you can see better. 104 with the, ooh, no water damage on that one, I don't think. Oh no, a little bit at the top, some moisture wrinkling. But that's the homage to X-Men number 1. Number 70, that's during the reprint era. 102 with Juggernaut. Number 46, 137 with the Death of Phoenix. And recently, and I posted a couple posted a I tried to say picture and issues at the same time. So, issues. I posted a picture of a couple of issues on my Instagram, and if you're interested in following, that is just Shanghalla on the Instagram as well. But a recent box that I opened up that I didn't actually film, I don't think, I might have, I opened them up when I was grading them, and the front page, they were signed by Chris Claremont. So that was pretty cool. And there was a 136, I don't think 137. There were a couple of issues, and I remember distinctly one of them was number 136 because that was the first one I found, and I was like, "Holy crap!" There's number 110, 139, 138, 140. Wendigo. Number 47, Beast and Iceman. Number 116. 117, 118, 119, 103, that's nice. Water damage though, I can feel that wrinkling. Oh, it's a heartbreaker. 108, 105, 106, 107 with the Imperial Guard, and 109 with Vindicator, or Guardian. No, I think he was Vindicator at this point and later became Guardian. But anyway, that's the last book in that box. That's everything. I hope you enjoyed looking at those. I sure had fun. We're going to crack another box right after this, although for you it should be tomorrow if I'm back on schedule, or maybe within a day or two. But at any rate, stay tuned, come back often, and we will do this all again at some near point in the future. And until then, goodbye, good luck, and please be good to each other.